good. Every time I turn this thing on, I got to set up right away, which is a pain, but you have to have the thing active to make everything work. And there we go. And we're quiet. And we're good. And we're ready to go. Let's see who's around. What time is it? 5 p.m. Eastern time. Saturday afternoon. Random live stream. Got a little soda action. First person. How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for being number one in our hearts and minds. Let's see how many folks we get on this thing. See if we get a little conversation going on. Seamus with the win. What's up, buddy? Hector, how you doing? Good to see you. Hello, everyone signing on. Good to know you. Ed, what's up? Rich. So all 6-cylinder lineup. That's what we're hearing, bud. Jay, how's it going? Yep. Daniel, what's up? Malcolm, how you doing? Good to see you. I got to go to the phone right away. Let's see. Mike, what's going on? Jason, how you doing? Billy, Arizona in the house. What's the temperature, Bill? Need to know. Dwayne, what's going on? Your back hurts? Dude, let me tell you what. I live with a hurt back. I feel you on that one. John, how's it going? San Antonio, bud. How's everything going down there? Feel bad for the Texas people right now, man. It's crazy. Michael, what's going on? Ozark in the house. I like it. Thomas, how you doing? Good afternoon to you too. Jamie, how you doing? Billy says 76 degrees in Arizona. Very jealous. Beautiful golf courses there. I'd like to play. Emmanuel, what's going on? You purchased the 2021 Tundra SX on Thursday and you love it. I love the SX. If you guys don't know what the SX package is, go check it out. It's kind of a bare bones SR Tundra, but it has a great look to it. Everything's body color. You know, and it's a great price. Go check that out if you're in the market and you get that beautiful 5.7 liter V8 engine. T. Clark, what's going on? Can't wait for the new Tundra. You and me both, pal. The right way, what's up? Finally above freezing here in Texas. Yes, hopefully your temperatures are going up. What are you guys looking at for temperatures this week coming up? You back to like 50s and 60s? Sean, what's going on? Alberta in the house. I almost said Canadian, but Canada in the house. There we go. Just woke up, by the way, because you guys know I do the overnight thing. So we're doing a little Diet Pepsi action to get caught up here. Richard says, curious to hear about your thoughts on possible V6 engine possibilities. I pray not twin turbo. The long time rumors for the upcoming next generation Tundra is a V6 twin turbo and a hybrid option. So that is the long time rumor, and we're still waiting for some clarity on that one. Rumor still also has it no more V8. All right, so keep that in mind. Jim, Minnesota in the house. Probably ice skating out there playing hockey or something. That's good. Christopher, what's going on, pal? How you doing? Jay says, when can we know about the new Tundra? We're still waiting. It's a waiting game. Everyone figured it would be Chicago Auto Show. That got postponed. Now I'm hearing rumors that the reveal won't be until like around May, maybe into the early summer, which I don't know about that. Again, everything is rumors, and I got to tell you guys this. We should go over this right away. So anytime I hear a rumor, I try to make a video on it. If the rumor has meaning in a way of if I get it from someone I trust, right? But there's so much misinformation going on right now about this next gen. It's unbelievable. We're to the point now where we're right on the edge. It's like Christmas Eve, right? Tomorrow, we're just waiting for tomorrow morning to see all the presents. We're right there. We know it's coming this year. We don't know when they will officially reveal the truck, all right? It's been a guessing game on that. Again, they always do the Chicago Auto Show reveals when they come out with their new vehicles or stuff they want you to see, but there is no Chicago Auto Show right now. It's postponed. So ever since that happened, when that postponement came, there wasn't an answer. They never said they would unveil it at the Chicago Auto Show. It's just what they've always done. So Toyota has been pretty silent on when they're going to be launching this thing, but from some of the stuff that I've seen, on the lots by the end of 2021. As long as this part supplier issue going on right now with the semiconductor or whatever's plaguing all these automotive manufacturers, I don't think that'll affect the 2022s, the next generation, but if it does, you'll be the first to know here. The minute I get any information on that, I will let you know. Tundras are not coming out of the factory right now quickly because of that part supplier issue. They're not able to build them as fast as usual. So that's what's going on right now. But anything I hear on the 2022, you're going to hear it immediately. The minute I get the information, as I always do with the next generation stuff, anytime I get information, I stop right away and I make a video because I want you guys to have it here first. But there's just nothing coming out right now. It's just a pile of random rumors that don't even sound real. I made a video, I don't even remember, what is it today? It's Saturday, right? So I made a video last week sometime. There was, I forget the rumor that I was basically squashing, but there's just so much crazy stuff coming out. Oh yeah, the rumor was the Tundra is going to Mexico, and that's not the case. The Tundra is staying in TMMTX. The Tacoma is going to Mexico, and the Sequoia is coming to TMMTX with the Tundra. That's what's going on. So there was some crazy rumor going around that the Tundra is not going to be built in the United States, which makes zero, not even a little bit of sense, 0 cents for the furnace is on, for the Tundra to not be made in the United States. You want that American buyer to look at the Tundra, and even though it's a Toyota, you want to be able to say, well, it's built, engineered, designed right here in the United States of America, built by American workers. If you move it to Mexico, it would not be a good move for the Tundra. It's staying in the United States. Okay, first we get a sip of the Diet Pepsi, and then we keep going here. Hello to everyone signing on. Make sure you chime in on where you are coming from today in the world and or country. Canada usually has a lot. Texas usually has a lot. California usually wins, so we'll see where we're at. All right, let me get caught up because I'm way behind here. All right. Let's see. All right, Wright says 30s to 50s. All right, so the temperature's coming back up. That's good. Sig, what's going on? North Pole, -5, rock and roll. Jason says, use your discount code with Sparks. Thanks for that. If you don't know, Jason, you're welcome, buddy. If you don't know, I have a promo code at Sparks Parts. Use promo code TundraDude34 to save 5% site-wide. Go check out the website. They have everything you need for not just your Tundra, but your Toyota. Also, we always talk about the apparel, stuff like this, all right? All that Toyota apparel that I wear, the website's called Toyota Outfitters. If you use the promo code TundraDude, one word, all capitals, you save 25% site-wide. Now that promo code goes till the end of March. So make sure you save that amount of money because there's some good stuff there. And if you want to buy anything from the channel, like the stuff I designed, under me right now you will see my Teespring. Go click it. I Force, I Win shirt is very popular. And the 2022 Tundra Make Half Tons Great Again shirt and mug are very popular as well. Go check them out. So thank you for being here. Here we go once again. Tony, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Sean says, hi, neighbor, upstate New York. Yes, sir. How you doing? The only thing I want for the Tundra is a Crew Max with the 6.5-foot bed. A lot of people say that. That's one of the popular ones. Million, what's going on? How's it going? I'm stuck on weather shutdown due to chain laws over Donner Pass. I'm at the Loves in Fernley, Nevada. Nice. Glad to be here with you. Man, thanks for being here. Good to see you. Of course I miss you. Dwayne says, if the Chicago Auto Show happens later this spring, do you think they'll just wait and reveal it there anyway? I would like to believe they would. I would just like some answers at this point. Look, I don't even need to see it. I want to see it. But if you just gave me, hey, this is when we're revealing it, I feel like a lot of us would be relaxed, just so we know when it's coming. Everybody's been waiting a long time. There's a lot of people who are very tense and just ready to see this thing revealed. So as a person who gives you information and wants to tell you all of this stuff, just give me an idea of when. That's all I ask. Again, I keep hearing rumors, and rumors at this point, after this many years, I'm over the rumors. All right. G Money, what's going on? Aloha from Honolulu. Well, we're very jealous of you right now. Always great following you. Check out my truck. Would love to. Food's here. Who can guess what I ordered for dinner? Just randomly. Let's have some fun with that. What is the temperature in Honolulu right now? I would love to know. Million says, is the 4Runner affected by the parts issue also? I'm pretty sure it's most of the Toyota trucks and some of the Toyota cars. It's used in a lot of different Toyotas, but I'm not sure about the 4Runner. I could check on that for you. Bri, what's going on? Special TRD color for this year. For 2021, the special color is Lunar Rock. Lunar Rock. There is no TRD Pro announcement for 2022 yet on that. That usually comes early summer. You'll get that. With the Tundra, I'm not sure because the next gen being revealed, we don't even know if there will be a TRD Pro next generation Tundra that first year. They might skip a year like they seem to do every once in a while. Also, is the 4Runner being redesigned in 2021 for the 2022 model year? I think I heard the 4Runner is a 2023 model year. They don't want to do all those reveals or all the next generations at the same time. You want to spread them out. So I think the 4Runner was 1 year later. Richard says, all right, Richard, have a good one, bud. I hope everything comes out all right. Can't say that, but yeah. Michael says, had a check engine light in my 19 Tundra. Took it to the dealership. Turns out it was water in the gas, and the engine was misfiring. The Toyotas are sensitive to that. Yep, Tundra forums seem to agree. Yep, that is one of the things that it does actually happen quite a bit. And you're in Iowa, that's good stuff. Daniel's in Palm Coast, Florida. I'm jealous. HJS is in Saskatchewan, so Canada, once again. Cool. Hi, by the way. John is in Lowell, Massachusetts, and he is, ladies and gentlemen, a masshole. There we go, in the house. I need to have someone from Massachusetts in here at all times. So, you know, we can make jokes. Seamus said, have you heard any rumors about the new Tundra having a power generation capabilities like the new F-150? No, I have not heard anything about that, but a lot of people have been bringing that up since what's been going on in Texas. That would be a very smart move. I wonder if the F-150 put a big old patent on that, because that is something that a lot of people are talking about. Gibson, what's going on? What about the rumor about the plug-in hybrid? I don't know. I don't think it'll be a plug-in hybrid. Could be. I just don't see it happening. But again, it's a wait-and-see game. I think it's just going to be your classic hybrid situation. Maybe a plug-in down the road. There are some plug-ins coming out. They did say next year, and the Tundra wasn't one of them. So I don't think that would work anyway, but we shall see. We shall see. Ed is in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. John Ruth is in Minnesota. We got a lot of Minnesota today. Wow. T. Clark, what's going on? Hello from Central Florida, 67 degrees. Oh, you must be in a winter coat. It's 67 degrees down there. Jason's in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Very nice. Gibson is stationed in New Jersey, but from Texas. Where in New Jersey is stationed, pal? And thank you for your service for our country, of course. Sam said, you heard anything about Tundra diesel engine? The only thing I heard is Tundra won't be getting a diesel engine. One of the quotes I heard back, I don't know, maybe like a year ago from, it was like a principal dealer who made a comment after, I don't know if he was able to test drive the next generation platform without seeing it or something. Something along those lines. Basically said, what's coming out, you won't really need a diesel anymore. That was one of the comments made. T. Clark says pizza. Jason says pizza. No, that's too easy, man. Keep on going. Emmanuel Castro says, I think that new Tundra will look just like the Sequoia since they're going to make that in the same plant as Texas. Oh, yeah, so my guess is, and this is a total guess, the Sequoia and Tundra share a lot right now. The Sequoia looks like the 07 to 13 Tundra. The interior is almost identical to the 07 to 13 Tundra. So I feel like the next generation Sequoia and Tundra will have, again, a lot of shared platform stuff. Dan, what's going on, buddy? Prince George, British Columbia, Canada. Good old Dan in the house. Been around a long time. Good. Sam wins with the Hoagies. I like it. Good win. And if you're from a part of a country where you don't know what a hoagie is, sub. Well done. Can you guess what sub that I got? That is the next question. Jay says, sushi? Nah, I'm good. Okie Rider, what's going on? Wings? Wings are always good, but I didn't get them tonight. And I usually get them at the sub place that I just got them at, too. Very good. There won't be a diesel in the Tundra. No, there won't. With today's EPA, there's no chance of that happening. And if it does happen, I would be so thrilled to be wrong on it, but it's not going to happen. I wouldn't count on that. And with the gas prices going up now and everything like that, and we're going the other direction from diesels, trust me. I agree. I want to know when, even if May. I'm tired of wondering. That's all I want. That's all I want. Look, if you just tell me and I tell you guys, look, they said they're going to reveal it May 5th. At least we would have a day to look forward to. You know, that's all I want. Please do, and thanks in advance. I will, absolutely. G Money says, it's a bone-chilling 80 degrees here in Honolulu. Not cool, man. Michael says, either Carlucci's, I probably said that wrong, wood-fired pizza, or Danino's at your door. Pizza had that 2 days ago, so only one Italian night a week for me. Too much cheese hurts, man. Steve says steak sandwiches, which I could totally go for a cheesesteak always, but I'm taking a time out. I did this. You know how we do the New Year's resolution stuff? I've taken a time out from red meat from January 1st, and I was just going to do it through January, but I'm still doing it. So I'm not eating the pork. I'm not eating, you know, burgers and stuff like that. I thought it would, you know, just try something different, but I need to cut out carbs. That's what needs to happen next. Chinese, Matt. It was one of the things we were going to do was Chinese, I will say that, but didn't end up doing it. DJ, what's going on? Do you think the TRD Pro will offer the active live Fox suspension like the Raptor? I don't know if it'll be the same exact thing on the Raptor, but I think There's something with this suspension going on that we keep talking about when we keep seeing those mule trucks for the Tundra. They're really, really blocking off, being able to view that rear suspension. So we could see something awesome like that. I think it'll be something different though, something unique, but we shall see. A wait and see game it is. Oh, cool. So you're at Joint Base McGuire Dix Lakehurst. Awesome. I am right down the way from Lakehurst, and I golf right next to the base. So I always see the planes landing and stuff like that. Very cool. Very cool. Travis says, South Central PA, York County. That's South Central, baby. Oh, yeah. Very nice. T. Clark says, Firehouse. No, it's a local sub place. It's really delicious. Andy, what's going on? Hold on. Before we go into Andy's comment, we should take a little sip of the Diet Pepsi. Once again, just woke up. I don't want to be too tired. I need a little caffeine. Just a little. All right, here we go. Andy says, I'm beyond ready for the reveal. So much agree with you right there. So many wannabe renderings. Yeah, there's a couple terrible ones out there. Not sure if I care for some of the renderings. No. Been in the 20s in Louisiana. That is extremely cold for us in the South. Yes, South Louisiana. Philly cheesesteak. The first thing I'm going to eat when I go back to meat, Philly cheesesteak, 100%. It's my favorite. That or a burger, because a bacon cheeseburger is where it's at all the time. Jay says, brisket, mac and cheese, greens, slaw, and cornbread. Ooh, hello. That sounds good. Scott says, Mark, how you doing, Scott? Any thoughts why the domestics still offer a V8 and why Tundra will not in the future? Also bought the grab handle from Sparks, and I appreciate the 5% off. Happy to help. Scott, here's the thing with that. I have a theory, all right? I don't have a straight answer for you because there's not a straight answer out there, but I have a theory, okay? Look at the big three, right? Ford, it's all about the F-150. That's like their main squeeze. That's where they make all their money. The F-Series, almost 1 million units sold per year, okay? Right behind it, we got the Ram. 1,500 alone. What are they selling? Over 500,000 a year. The Chevy Silverado, right up there messing around with Ram, back and forth for the 2 and 3 spot, okay? Basically what I'm getting at is they sell a ton of pickup truck units, all right? Now let's go over to Toyota. Toyota is known for its, what I always say, their A to B cars, right? The Camrys, the Corollas, the Highlander, the RAV4, that kind of stuff. Economy cars, hybrid power, future outlook kind of stuff. Toyota, one of the biggest automotive manufacturers in the world, if not number one. They're always right up there, okay? So their bread and butter is not the Tundra. Why wouldn't you put a V8 in the next gen? Why would they go V6 twin turbo? Why would they go hybrid option and not keep a V8 around? I feel like there's a budget when it comes to the Tundra that's a lot less than a lot of these other half tons, all right? So they give a budget for the Tundra. Now we ask for a lot of things from Mike Swears and his team, correct? There's certain things we want. We need better gas mileage. Mike, we need better towing. We need that payload up. We need better interior. We want more technology in the truck. Everybody says this kind of stuff over and over and over again. If you want that kind of stuff, there has to be some sacrificing. Now, with the EPA and some of the laws that are coming down the road and guidelines to follow about gas mileage and everything like that, I feel like Toyota made a forward step and they went in the direction of where they have to go anyway. And they did it in this way to get there sooner and to save money by not offering a V8 anymore to give you guys what you need. So to keep it in the budget, that V8 had to go away because it was going away anyway. And I feel like a lot of these domestics, you'll eventually start to see them, and it's obvious, it's coming. The V8 will start going away down the road a little bit. But Toyota is kind of just going a little bit on a different pace than everybody else. And they might not have that giant budget like the Silverado, like the Ram 1500, and like the King of the Mountain, the F-150. That is my theory on it. There is a budget. I know there's a budget. And the budget is not like these other trucks out there because those are bread and butter. Toyota, the Tundra is not the bread and butter. It's a piece, a very small piece of a very big pie. Tell me what you think about that. Be happy to talk about that as much as you guys want. All right, got to get caught up now. Great question from Scott. Great question, buddy. Bob said chicken teriyaki. That is a negative. Jason says, Firehouse. I've never had Firehouse subs. They don't have them around here much. Michael says, thumbs up on your video, bud. Thank you, pal. I appreciate you. Leo, whoa, I messed that up bad. Leo, how you doing? Tuna sub. No, tuna's the backup. Not today. We went a different direction. Tony says, do dealerships charge extra if they trade with another dealership? Tundras are very limited here. I'm in the Bay Area, or in the Bay Area in California. Okay, Tony, it really depends where you are, and you're in California, and the prices are high. If the dealership is like a sister dealership, like some of these dealerships are owned by the same people, you probably won't have to deal with an upcharge. They might ask for a deposit. I've heard of that a lot, just to make sure you're going to commit to the vehicle if they do that shipping back and forth. It also depends how close or how far that dealership is. Someone's got to get paid. So usually you'll see something like that. It's mostly in the form of a deposit. And like I said, if it's a sister dealership and you're committing to buying it, let's get this thing done, and they need to make a sale, they might just hook you up. But it's going to be different from dealership to dealership. That's the thing about these dealerships. Let's look at McDonald's. I used a McDonald's reference in my video the other day, so I guess we'll go with that again. McDonald's, we all know it. It's worldwide. Everyone eats there. Even if you say you don't, you sneak a Big Mac every once in a while. Don't lie to everybody. McDonald's, although we know it as the Golden Arches, all McDonald's are privately owned by franchises. The McDonald Corporation owns a few here or there. So the way they do things is different from McDonald's to McDonald's. Sure, there's overall guidelines they have to follow, but each franchise owner may have a different style in doing it. And it's the same thing with Toyota dealerships. They're not all owned by Toyota. They're owned by franchises throughout the country. So the rules in one dealership may be different than another dealership, or the business practices, or the upcharges, or the dealer markups and things like that. So it's different from dealership to dealership. Okay. Brad, what's going on? Got to the party late. 2022 Tundra interior total redesign. Ground up redesign. Ground up. And I will tell you this, Brad, one thing I've heard, we don't talk a lot about the interior because there's not a lot of specific stuff out there. I've heard, could be a rumor, it is from a very good source though, I will tell you that the interior or the infotainment screen will be class leading in size and will have an all new, it's not Entune I don't think anymore, it might be Entune, I don't know, an all new system that will be the pioneer system for other Toyotas. Like the launch vehicle for this new Toyota system will be on the Tundra. So that is one of the rumors I hear. Best in class as far as size of the infotainment screen, and a new launch software that will start with the Tundra and go to other Toyotas. So that's cool. Again, everything is a rumor until it rolls out on the stage. I'm just giving you what I hear. Derek says, sat in a 2021 Limited with sunroof. Yes. I can't fit in it. Sunroof. I want a TRD Pro Crew Cab, but they come with a sunroof standard. Any recommendations? Well, I will tell you this. If you're looking new, you got to get a sunroof when it comes to the TRD Pro. It just is what it is. Limiteds do come without a sunroof, and it's still an option. It used to be mandatory with the Platinum in 1794. You can get it without a sunroof now. Or if you are into buying used and you wanted a TRD Pro or something like that, 15 to 17 TRD Pros don't have a sunroof. So you have that too. Also, all double cabs, no sunroof. They don't offer a sunroof on the double cab. Not a veggie sub, Bob. I refuse to go that far. Tam, how you doing? We have a Firehouse Subs here in Mississippi. The meatball or Italian all day long, brother. Absolutely. Fingers crossed for the panoramic sunroof. I'm pretty sure you're going to get a big old sunroof on the truck, at least as an option. And I'm thinking it's going to be like we see, think of things like, I always like to do this. Even though there are vehicles in the Toyota lineup that make no sense when it comes to the Tundra, I like the way Toyota does business when it comes to their vehicles. You can see their DNA in everything they do. So I look at the Camry XS EV6. It's a pano roof with the front part that opens. But if you're sitting as a rear passenger, you still get some of the sunroof, right? Okay, that's easy to understand. The dash layout. There's always a little DNA in every dash layout in every one of these new Toyotas. That's what I'm thinking. When I look at those vehicles, I look at what the next generation Tundra may be. And I see some of the things they do in each of the vehicles and the vibe with the dash layout and the pano roofs on everything now. And you can kind of just see a direction they're going to go with it. So pano roof, pretty much a guarantee at this point, I would think. And look at all the other brands out there. Everybody offers a pano roof, right? I would be into that. I do like the sunroof. I don't get to use it a lot because, New Jersey, it's cold more than it's not. But when that spring and fall, perfect for the sunroof. Steve says, how about antipasto salad, Mark? I'd like it, but I didn't get it. I'll take it. I married into an Italian family. I get all that stuff. Senna, what's going on? Everyone says that Ford sells over 800,000 trucks a year. My question is, how many F-150s do they sell? Great question, because I ask the same thing. If you look and you see the breakdown of trucks sold per year, per month, whatever you want to look at, per quarter, it always says Ford F-Series. Now, that includes all of the other Ford F-Series, the 250s, the 350s, and so on. Right Way says, you don't think since the LS is going to have a V8, that won't be an option. Don't get me wrong. I would love a V8. And I say this all the time. It's one of those things that I hope I'm wrong on. But from the sources I have and the people I've talked to, it's not looking good. But we shall see. We shall see. My question I always ask you guys, and I'll ask it again now, so feel free to answer if you've never heard this question from me yet. If Toyota can produce an engine that's smaller displacement with forced induction, but give you better numbers all the way across the board than they can with a V8, would you be happy? Would you be satisfied? Would you be okay with it? Go. Go. Tell me. I'll catch up eventually. Let's see, it's 5. Yeah, I'm way behind on comments anyway, so let me catch up here. Cal, what's going on, buddy? When do you think they will release the details? Any info from the dealer meetings? There was apparently no info from those dealer meetings, and I did hear a rumor that there'll be some kind of information released to someone. It might be the dealers first, like the principal dealers, more towards spring. So it's a wait and see game at this point. But again, if you haven't been here the whole live stream, it's been going on 27 minutes now. Everything is just, rumors, and it's getting worse because we're getting closer. Any info on payload increase on the 2022 STC? There's no specific numbers, but payload will be increased. It's pretty much a guarantee. Payload, towing, MPG, probably right at the top of Mike Swear's board when he was writing stuff for the new Tundra. DJ says, you'll regret going back to meat after this much time from it. Good choice, though. You notice the difference. I feel better. I'll tell you that much. I feel better. But the problem is, dude, with no meat, I'm still eating like the pizza and the fries and stuff. I need to go back to my old ways. I hate my work schedule. My work schedule makes me eat like crap and drink stupid stuff like this. I used to be like running 10 miles a day. I need to go back into that. So when this channel becomes my main source of income and my only job, then I could go back to fitness. It'll be great. Matt says, good. Entune is hot garbage, was terrible in my 16 4Runner. Matt, have you dealt with the new Entune 3.0 that's in the Tundra? It is way better. Mark H says, will the screen have a dimmer? Probably not, LOL. It probably will. I would think so. Let's hope so. Because, listen, I'm one of those people, and maybe I'm a little old school for this. They have an 8.1-inch screen in the Tundra right now. That's perfect. I don't need a bigger infotainment screen. Like the RAM one, that's just too much. And like you're talking about here, Mark, is at night when you're driving and that thing's lit up. What if I'm on like a super dark canyon road? Am I going to be able to see with the screen lit up? I hope there is some great dimming. But like you said, they'll give us this giant screen, best in class. They'll talk about it. They'll be proud of it. Hey, did you put a dimmer in there? Damn, totally forgot to put a dimmer. Let's hope so. Chris, what's going on? How you doing? Love the box of Frosted Flakes. I hope you could see him. I guess he's not really in the shot. But Carl is there. It's a big cardboard cutout of Carl Edwards. So sorry about the Frosted Flakes box. But I really want to show the patches of you guys way more than Carl right now. You all right, Carl? Good. Dwayne says, would love to have, or just have the 5.7 with dual injection and an 8 to 10 speed. A lot of people say that. Matt says turkey sub, and Matt nailed it. Turkey sub has been my go-to through this no red meat game that I'm playing. Sean says, my 2016 TRD Pro has a sunroof. Sean, are you a Canadian by any chance? In Canada, the TRD Pro comes with the sunroof, blind spot monitoring, and parking sensors, 15 to 17. When here in America, it did not. Mark H said, enjoying the sunroof with that Crew Max rear window. Dude, it's amazing. It is amazing. If you have a Crew Max, you put the big rear window down and the sunroof, it's great airflow. TRD Racing, what's going on? How are you? Hopefully you got my patch. Do you think then TNGAF will be a fully boxed frame? I hope so. Very, very, very much. Now, as far as people asking about their patches, if you sent them to me and you don't see them on that board, there is a pile of them right here behind this chair because I got to get a new one of these because so many of you have sent patches. So thank you for sending your patch. Thank you for what you do for the communities, and thank you for defending this great nation, the United States of America. Appreciate you. And Canada. There's Canada up there too. We love you. Totally agree about the sunroof, says Jason. I have a 2021 Crewmax off-road and love the sunroof. There you go. Michael says, anyone unhappy with the way their auto-dimming high beams perform on their TSS-equipped Tundras? Mine seem to wait too long to dim for surrounding traffic. Also, dim for reflecting streetlights. Yes, it's funny you say that. I was driving, it was actually a couple months ago. We have a house on a lake in Pocono in the mountains. And it was good there when, there's not a lot of traffic on the road. And when traffic's far away, it picks it up. But if if there's a lot of cars on the road, it's not so good. And when I say a lot of cars, I don't mean like bumper to bumper traffic, but if you have enough cars around you, it never goes off in time. And those lights are bright. Million says, McDonald's, the 2 cheeseburger meal large is my go-to. Yeah, I used to be all about that. When I was in high school, give me a number 2, supersize with a Coke all day long. That was the 2 cheeseburger meal at the time. Mark H says he loves his V8, and you don't want a V6. John says it depends. Kent says one word, torque. I'll tell you what, the rumored hybrid, that's where your torque's going to be. Just think of like the RAV4. The hybrid RAV4 is super fast, 0 to 60 because of that hybrid. With that option, of course. Matt says, truck needs a V8 or a diesel. Anything else just doesn't seem right. Unfortunately, we're moving to a different direction, my friend. Welcome to 2021. So buy your 5.7 liter V8s now. Seamus says, forced induction only if it has the QDR. Well, a lot of people say that a lot. And if you don't know what QDR is, Toyota lives by it. Quality, dependability, reliability. Toyota takes their time and does things as, right as possible. They try to come out with great stuff. That's how they do it. That's why things take a long time with Toyota. So I'm hoping we do see a lot of QDR in it. I believe we will. Wright says, if the other rumors about what they're bringing is true, probably. Okay, good. Road, what's going on? What does the 34 stand for in the name? I get that every once in a while. I was a hockey goalie for many years since I was a little kid. Number 34 was my number. John Van Beesbrook was my idol as a child. He was a goalie. And that is what the 34 was. And that's the only reason, baby. K. Brooks, what's going on? You don't have to play music with a V8. Sweet V8 sound all day. Good call, my friend. Good call. Bob says V6 plus electric motors over V8. There you go. Matt says, I haven't seen the new Entune. I went from the 4Runner to an 08 4Runner with the V8. Nice. Want to pick up a Tundra as a second vehicle soon? Yay, I win the sub game. The sub game is yours, my friend. Thank you very much for playing. Blake says, I'm 51 years old. I've never had a truck without a V8. But remember, they replaced the, the horse with a gas-powered buggy. There you go, buddy. Yeah, man, it's just one of those things. And, environmentalists, EPA, all that stuff going on. I mean, look at the world right now. Look at the country right now with what's going on with all that kind of stuff. It's just the way. We saw it coming for years. And the problem is, a lot of these companies, think of these automotive companies, it's not necessarily a reaction to what administration is in play, because you're building these vehicles and you're thinking years ahead. Millions upon millions of dollars are, in play here. So you have to think, forward think all the time. And that's what it is. Let's see. Sean says, Alberta. Yeah, so in Canada, you guys get a lot more options, and I'm jealous. Even today, the TRD Pros in Canada, I can't get that out of my throat, I apologize. The TRD Pros in Canada have the blind spot monitoring, the parking sensors, rear cross traffic alert, not here in the US. We do get the sunroof now, though. Antonio, what's going on? Hello from California. All right. Hope to catch your next live stream. Hey, you're here now, bud. I'm glad you're here now. Thanks for being here. Mark H says, I don't use the auto high beam. I tried it, and I kind of fell in love with it, but I do see what Mike was talking about. It does do that thing where it's on a little bit too long sometimes. Pulling guard, what's going on? How you doing? I'm loving the new TRD suspension. I told you would. It's worth the money. Pulling guard got the TRD Pro suspension on his Tundra, and he's digging it. Steve says, hey, Tundra Dude, couldn't wait for the 2022. I broke and bought a 2021 black TRD Pro, and you pick it up on Monday. Congratulations, bro. Listen, no matter what comes out for 2022, if you buy a truck in 2021, you're still buying a brand new truck. I always say the current generation, especially the 2020 and the 2021, they're starting to give the Tundra the stuff that it's excuse me, that it's needed the past few years. It's got like the modern stuff, the push button start. They finally got rid of that antenna on the fender. They put a shark fin on it. It's got the new N-Tune, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. They started to update things a little bit on the truck. It has an app now where you can see all your information. You can start your truck, unlock the truck, see where the truck is. It's modern, but it's still that Tundra. It's the best looking V8 out there, in my humble opinion, not just because I like Toyota and Tundras. It's a great looking truck. There's nothing wrong with the look of that truck. Sure, we would like to see LED taillights and a couple things here or there, but that 5.7 liter V8 kicks butt. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care about the gas mileage, even though today I filled up and spent 90 bucks. I haven't spent 90 bucks in a long time when filling up the truck, even when I had the supercharged 2017. Alexi says, twin turbo V8 plug-in hybrid. I don't think it'll be a V8. I think it'll be a twin turbo V6. Think EcoBoost. Mark H says, there are places and turns that auto high beams pick up the other vehicles too late. A half sec too late could cause an accident. Exactly. Exactly. Alexi says that'll be a game changer. That would be a game changer for sure. Tony says, are they going to have a Crew Max with a full-size bed 6.5? I sure hope so, but I haven't heard anything about it. Not even in the rumor mill. I just know all you guys want that. Tam says, talking to Blake here. Same here. I'm 50. Excellent point. And I'm into the chrome, but don't tell Mark. Hey, man, listen. I'll be honest with you. Not a big chrome guy when it comes to the Tundra, but I do feel that the current offerings of the Tundra, they don't kill you with the chrome like they did, say, back around 2014, 2015. If you look at the 1794 front end, right now, go ahead if you want, in 2014 and 2015, even in 2016 and 17, all chrome grill with the chrome front end caps and the chrome mirror caps, just a lot of chrome hitting you. If you look at the 18 and up 1794, they took the grill, it's still chrome, but they put like black lining behind it, and with the LEDs that have like the black background on it, it took some chrome down a notch, and it actually looks really good. Chrome's not a bad thing. It's just the overdoing of chrome is a bad thing, in my opinion. To each their own. To each their own. It's been a long time saying on the channel. Danger, what's going on? We have a 2005 and a 2015 Tundra and a 2007 FJ Cruiser. I want an FJ. Excuse me. I can't see the need to buy another Toyota within the next 20 years. Yeah, man. If you have it, why buy a new one? Unless you're me and you have a problem with things like that. Like buying golf clubs, bowling balls, and Toyota Tundras. That's my vice. I'm not mad about it, though. I passed up. I got to tell this story. I tell this every once in a while. I passed up on a 2012 FJ Trail Teams in gray. And I'm still mad at myself for that all these years later. All these years later. I swear I'm going to buy one day. Steve says, FYI, paid $3,000 under MSRP here in Canada, Ontario. Great dealership. Work with my 2017 Ram. Into the trade. And you'll keep me posted on my review. Can't wait to hear it. Great deal, by the way. I now have to put a hard tonneau and side steps. I hear that. Great deal. Deals are hard to come by nowadays. Alexi says, 50,000 miles extra on mine. Never change anything except the oil change. And they said, EcoBoost, never visit a dealership. Yeah. Well, the EcoBoost has gotten better, but at first there were a lot of issues with it. It really depends which EcoBoost you get to. There's a 2.7 and a 3.5 and a 3.5 high output that's in the Raptor. Mark H says, I have chrome on my silver Tundra and it looks nice. Also, my TRD off-road package came with parking sensor and waited 10 months to get that 1.9% clearance on my 2019. That's another thing, is if you have silver sky metallic and you have the chrome, it actually looks really nice together. And the TRD off-road package is good because it takes away the chrome wheels and gives you those machine silver TRD off-road wheels. They look great. In my opinion, one of the best wheels they offer. Dennis says, my favorite Toyota wheel. Somebody asked me this the other day. I like the 17-inch TRD forged wheels that were on the Rock Warrior. And I like the TRD off-road wheels that were in the 07 to 13s. They were just basic machine silver, but they looked really good. Dennis, what's going on? Got a 2021 1794, and some highways are a rough ride. I know it's a half-ton truck, though. Okay, so with your 1794, did you get TRD off-road package or just the regular? Steve says, sorry, my message sent in 2, hit send too fast. This dealership only had 1 Tundra, can't wait for Monday. You keep me updated, I really want to know. The Nutty 0101, great name, says, what do you think of the Windjet taillights? Are they bright? I had them on my 2016 Pro, and I made the mistake of getting the smoked lenses, and it made the brake lights in the day no bueno, so keep an eye on that. People say, though, that the clear lens ones actually are bright enough, but I don't know. I'm just keeping what I have until they come out with a stock light on the Tundra. That's what I'm going with. But they're not terrible. They look great. They look great, and at night they're fantastic, but just keep that in mind. LV retracted their message, so hi LV, how you doing? Steve says, sorry, I think I read that. I already read that too, okay. Jimmy, what's going on? Lexus just announced them bringing back the ISF along with introducing the LS500, making 660 horsepower with V8 twin turbo. I hope the new Tundra has that too, since they likely source the IS500 3.5 twin turbo. I don't know about that, man, because think of it. If they're coming with a 660 horsepower V8 twin turbo in a Lexus, why would they put it in the Tundra? I would love it, don't get me wrong, but I just don't see that happening. Forced induction, small displacement, V6 twin turbo. That's what I'm thinking. I hope they bring that V8 one, though. Ooh, that'd be fun. Steve says, 71,000 MSRP, I paid 68. Not bad. Canadian, guys. It's Canadian money. Everything's more expensive there. Dennis says regular. So 2 things about the regular 1794. You got the 20-inch wheels, okay? That always makes the ride a little bit rougher. And from the 1794s that I've driven that have just the stock 1794 suspension with those tires, so you get the less sidewall, it did feel a little bit bouncy. If you ever get to a point where you're thinking about changing up the suspension a little bit, and you don't want to spend an arm and a leg, check out the Bilstein 5100 and 6112s. They're adjustable shocks, but people rave about those. So that may be a direction you want to go in the future. Just saying. Or you'd probably get used to it. I would just ride on it a little bit. But yeah, with the 20-inch wheels, my dad had a Limited, and his had the 20-inch wheels and like the roadworthy tires like you have on your 1794. And it did feel a lot more rough in certain driving situations versus mine that has the 18-inch wheels with the Michelin LTX AT2s and the Pro suspension. Blake says, Tam B, I like the chrome too. That's because you and I are old. No, you're not. No, you're not. 50 years young. Tony says, I have a 2020 TRD Sport double cab, and I love it. Going to drive the wheels off it for the next 20 years. Tony, that's the way to go, brother. Enjoy it. Have a good time with it. Let it become part of the family. Then you won't have to spend all that money to buy another one. That's the way to do it. Pulling Guard says, I was looking at the F-150 3.5 MPGs, and it's not as great as everyone thinks it is. I've heard that quite a few times. Matt says, since everyone is doing dinosaur models now, Tundra Spinosaurus model with that twin turbo V8. Let's go. Just supercharge your current V8, man. I was putting out, I forget what it was. It was 550 to the flywheel and high 4s to the actual rear tires. That's a lot of power. And there's all sorts of tunes you could do to put out even more power, but I wasn't trying to blow the engine, guys. Mark H says 1794 should be fine on a rough highway. That's when a TRD off-road package suspension probably rides better than a 1794. Mine feels like a Cadillac from 1970. The big old boats. Well, you can buy a Lincoln or a Cadillac. No, you buy a Cadillac. You buy a Lincoln, it's like driving a boat. Movie, go. LV says, I purchased my 2020 Pro in Arlington, Virginia for MSRP. Now this same dealership has the Pro for $62,000. Yeah, that's just the way it is nowadays, man. These Tundras, even the regular trims, because of that part supplier issue, these dealerships aren't getting them in quantity like they usually do, so the prices are way up. I will tell you a story real quick that a viewer emailed me earlier today asking about a price on a Tundra. And it was going to be, I think it was a limited Crew Max. Don't quote me. It was something like this. Limited Crew Max, and it was going to be out the door. American money, not Canadian here. Out the door, $62,000. And I was like, something's wrong with that. You need to go back and look at another dealership. Because even out the door, after all the taxes, the fees, all that stuff, way too high. All right? Limited goes for about 48 to 51 grand, depending on how you, equip a Crew Max. So you're telling me $11,000 of charges and fees? No way. There's a dealer markup on that. So I told him to go check out the window sticker and see what the actual truck is and go find another dealership. That's too much. Too much, too much. Pulling Guard says a little hint to keep the rust off. Get your Thunder underspray sprayed everywhere. It only costs around $100. It's a nice oily coated spray they put in the undercarriage. There you go. Yep, that is a common thing people do to keep the rust off, especially if you're in an area. I always say Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. Anyone here from Pennsylvania will agree. PennDOT, the way they salt their roads, eats the trucks. Eats them. Totally. All right. Let's see. I have one small scratch on my silver Tundra, and good luck finding it. That's the other thing about silver is you can never see the scratches. But I will say this, and you kind of segued me, Mark, into a quick little plug. Sparks Parts. If you ever get the little scratches, they have the official Toyota Genuine paint pen, dude. When I had my 2016 TRD Pro, it got a real weird scratch right on the door, right by the handle, and I bought the paint pen of the the paint code, the magnetic gray code, and I put it on, and you could never tell. You could even buy a clear coat paint from them. So TundraDude34 promo code saves you 5%. There you go. Road says, I think New York is worse when it comes to salting. Well, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, it's insane. They pre-salt here when it gets to October 30th. Even if there's no snow in the forecast, they just pre-salt. All the roads look white all winter. LOL. Colored wax can also work. That is true. Absolutely. Very, very true. Sal says, hi Sal, what is your opinion on paint protection film? I've personally never used the film, but a lot of these Toyotas, a lot of the dealers will pre-install it on the front end, and everyone I've ever heard that has it says it's the best thing they ever bought. So if you're going to have your Tundra long term and you want to protect that baby and you're not a fan of scratches, because I know a lot of you out there are like me, I'm not a big scratch guy, you might want to go ahead and get that. And because it's winter, and there's 82 of you here right now, I'm going to tell you an old story that has been on this channel for a long time. Because it's snowing, it's icy, and everything like that. Many moons ago, when I had my 2017 Supercharged Platinum, I pulled into the lot at work. I got out of the truck not knowing that the entire parking lot was black ice. I slipped the minute my foot hit the ground. I went up in the air like Marv from Home Alone. I hit my head against the rear door and the NFAB step. I dented my rear door with the back of my head, okay? And I had to get that fixed when it went up for its oil change because I couldn't deal with it. Wish there was a camera on me on that one. I expect you guys to hit the like button because of my head hit. It didn't hurt when I hit the truck. It hurt when I hit the NFAB, though. That definitely hurt a little bit. I have slipped. It has been funny. LV says, Mark, we need to set up an East Coast Tundra meet. Yes, I'm tired of being in the house anyway. Yeah, let's ask that question, being there's so many of you on here. Who would want to do a meetup of the channel folks? And if so, where would you want to do it? My thing is this. I'm in New Jersey, and there's not a lot of my viewers. There's a few in New York, Pennsylvania, all around this area, but a lot more of you are from the South. So where would be a good meeting place? So number one, would you want to do a meetup at some point, and where? I will take suggestions. Dwayne says, I overland with my Cement 18. Lots of scratches. Yep. But it gets me to some beautiful places. Gonna have to check into some of those scratch pens. Yeah, check them out, bud. They're there. And if you have any questions, sales@sparksparts.com is the promo code. Check that out. When I had my 09, see, this is the thing. A lot of places in New Jersey now you can't off-road, right? When I had my 09, they didn't really care. So we used to go on these insane trails. That thing was scratched up, but it was a white truck. You really couldn't see it unless you went up and looked at it. A lot of fine scratches from all the branches and stuff. And we would drop down into some mud pits. And you hoped you didn't have big rocks in there, but I busted a couple skid plates dropping into a mud pit without checking it out first. Good times, great oldies. I wish there was still off-roading allowed in a lot of places, because I have a couple really good areas around here, but they don't mess around. Like, that's like, you can lose your license for that around here. People ruined it, and that's why. People would go into the woods. It's not the off-roading. People would go into the woods and drop their garbage everywhere. I remember going down these trails, and there were bags of garbage, like hefty bags of garbage on the side. People ruin it, so they close the trails. Can't win. Mark H says, we salt everywhere. I spray rust-proof myself twice a year in old school turtle wax. Always 2 coats on the hood. Wax on, wax off, Daniel Sun. By the way, if you haven't seen Cobra Kai, that show, it's amazing. Sully says, meet up in Texas. I would love to do that. AT says, come to Arizona. Wright says, absolutely Texas. See, that's what I'm saying. Danger says, Texas. Bob says, sorry about the fall and dent, but that's hilarious. It was hilarious. Because the guy who was working the lot, I guess they just got there to start, treating the lot, drove up to me. And it was pretty funny, his reaction, because I fell. And then when you fall and you don't care how hurt you are, just get up real quick, no big deal, bro. And he just drove up to me. He's like, geez, you all right? I was like, yeah, I'm good. He goes, you dented it, man. Like, he saw the dent before I did. It was terrible, but it was funny. I wish it was on camera. LV says, Washington, D.C., you need to put some miles on your truck anywhere. No thanks to Washington, D.C. Anywhere but there. Michael says, are you going to trade your Pro for the next-gen Tundra or try to sell it outright? I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. As of right now, I would like to keep the Pro when I get the next-gen, but I don't think I could afford it because that's not cheap, and the next-gen won't be cheap. That's for sure. Adventures, what's going on? Does the dealership you do your walk at put those horrible pinstripes on everything? Yes, that is a dealership thing, not a Toyota thing. Anyone who will tell you who lives in New Jersey or this area, the pinstriping thing is a common occurrence. They add a markup on it because of them. So I would walk away from a deal because of the pinstripes. I don't know. They put them on everything. I'm going to do a walk tomorrow. And as I walk down, to get from the Tundras to wherever else I'm going, if you see like the RAV4s and everything, there's pinstripes on everything. I guess it sells because they do it. So it must sell up here. I don't know. Let's see. I'm in for a meetup in Maryland. There you go. Wright says, we have plenty of places in Texas. Absolutely. Don says, hey, Mark. Hi, Don. Your opinion, am I in a win-win situation with value if I keep my Army Green Pro 4Runner or go 2021 Lunar Rock Tundra? Don't see many 4Runners for sale, Army Green. I'm going to be honest with you, Don. The TRD Pro 4Runners are the hardest TRD Pros to come across, okay? I mean, you see them every once in a while, but the specialty color, Army Green, dude, I'd be holding on to that. Or you better get top dollar when you trade that in or sell it. But if it was me, if I had an Army Green TRD Pro 4Runner, I'd pay that sucker off, keep it, and get something else. Don't forget, Army Green was the one color everyone was waiting for a very long time. You have it, okay? I would hold on to that thing. Just saying. Just saying. It's up to you, man. I think Army Green is the best color ever offered in the TRD Pro. I have one. I never thought I would, but I had a shot at it almost a year ago now. And I didn't even plan on buying that truck. That was done within 24 hours because I had a shot at it and I couldn't pass it up. Let's see. I forget where I was here. Going back. Oh, there we go. Tiger, what's going on? Tiger Woods in the house. What do you think about ordering a Tundra TRD Pro 2021 for $1,000 under MSRP? Bad deal? No, great deal. They don't usually offer deals under MSRP on Pros, so great deal. Keep me updated on that. Keep me updated on that. It's a good one. The wait time may be very long, though. Mark says, yes, Canada. We love Texas, the birthplace of my girl, Chrissy. All right, there you go. I would definitely do Texas. I think the best bet would be I'd have to do one somewhere on the East Coast. I'd have to do one in Texas because that's where the Tundra was born, of course. And then I'd have to do one in, like, Vegas, just for an excuse to go to Vegas. And you guys can meet me there. But it'd be fun. I just want to hang out. It doesn't need to be a big deal. It doesn't need to be like, let's rent a place. It's just, yo, let's meet at a Buffalo Wild Wings and hang out and have a couple beers. There's always sports on. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't need to be a giant ordeal. Just saying. Less is more, right? Less is more, just like the trucks we love. Michael says, anytime you go to a dealership, they put pinstripes, mud flaps, and or glass etching on all of their new cars. Just walk away and go to a different dealer. That's just a markup scam. Rock and roll. Tomeo 1980 says, you'll be safe in DC. Patriots will keep you safe. Rock and roll. Still not going. I'll go a town over. Let's see. The Nutty01 says, I hope you keep your current TRD Pro after you buy the 2022. I'd love to. Just make sure you start watching all the ads, because that's the only way it's going to happen. These trucks are not cheap. And, you know, I do the channel, but I also work a real job and got a mortgage. So I don't want to put myself in a terrible position either. Kevin says, thinking of trading my Super Duty for a 2020 Magnetic Gray TRD Pro. Magnetic Gray, best color they offer. TRD Pro, love the package. But I'd love, you know what, Kevin? Let's have some fun here, buddy. Email me, TundraDude34@gmail.com. I see a potential video here, all right? Email me, and we'll talk there. If you want to, it's up to you. Tomato says, no Tiger. I wish Tiger would play more. I mean, I know he's getting older and whatnot, but I wish he was in more tournaments. Scott says, I have a 2019, hi Scott, a 2019 Limited Off-Road in white. Wood haul every 3 weeks or so, cedar wood in New Mexico, and I load up my truck to the cab. Scratches and all, gets the job done. V8 is a beast. Send me some pics of your truck in action. Guys, we have the fan feature. A lot of people don't send in the fan feature anymore. I feel like I don't talk about it enough. At some point tonight, if you have a little time, go to my playlist section, okay? Go to the fan feature videos. That's you guys sending in pictures and information about your truck. I'd love to make a video on your truck. Send me 15 to 20 pics, a small write-up on what you've done to the truck, what you plan to do to the truck, and anything else you want all these folks to know about you, to TundraDude34@gmail.com. If you want to see how I format it, like I said, go to the playlist section and look at the fan feature playlist. Also, if you guys do a dealership walk and film them, you guys know every Sunday I go to the dealership. Tomorrow, I'm going to the dealership to do the walk. If you send me a video of you walking your dealership wherever you are in the country, I will put that on the back of my walks. So we can not just see New Jersey, we could see everywhere else in the country. So feel free to send me videos. TundraDude34@gmail.com. Matt says, I see TRD Pro 4Runners all the time here in Utah. Guess they sent them all here. I guess so, because they're impossible. When we get them here, I saw, okay, so maybe 3 weeks ago or so at that dealership that I always do the walks at, on Saturday, I drove by the dealership, and there was a Lunar Rock 2021 4Runner TRD Pro sitting there. And I said, yes, tomorrow, when I go walk the dealership, I'm going to film that. Now, I knew, absolutely 100%, that that truck was there on an order. They don't just bring them into that dealership. If you see the specialty color at that dealership, this is just the trend that I've noticed. If you see, like last year, an army green, it's gone right away because it comes in, they sit it out there so everyone can see it, but it's already been bought, ordered. Hey, come pick your truck up, it's here. And they sit it out there. So I guess the person came to get it before I could do the dealership walk. But I really wanted to film it. Danger says, I love Army Green. You gotta. Because Army Green, gotta support the military, peeps. The reason we have America is because of the military. Army Green is my salute to you, the military. I like to call it military green, all right? Let's get all of the armed forces in there. Tomeo says, same here in NC, Matt. Mark says, don't like my AT2 in snow. I prefer the MS. Oh, you don't like your Michelins. Okay. The MS LTX, so I will switch before next winter. MS is designed for mud and snow. There you go. Jordan, what's going on? If you want the Toyota Tundra, Jordan says, buy the SR5. It is the most reasonable package if you think about it. SR5, especially TRD Off-Road, gives you a lot of options nowadays. Mark says, towing from 1 to 3. Kevin says, I don't like MT AT2 either, too loud. Okay. Sully says, barbecue trail in Texas leads to San Antonio. Just saying. All right, rock and roll. If anybody lives around the San Antonio area and has a really big backyard and wants to host some form of a meetup, we could do it. We can make it happen, folks. Tomato says, North Carolina, Texas, Colorado. Yeah, something like that. North Carolina, another place that I want to move to. I'm a huge NASCAR fan, which I would think most of you know by now. I'm actually wearing a NASCAR shirt right now. North Carolina, it's my Graceland. Jordan wants to buy a 3500 Ram. That's a big boy right there. Don says, Mark, thank you for your advice. I'm on the fence trading it in. Yes, my Pro is paid for. Just cannot afford to buy a Tundra. It's one or the other. Thanks, dude. Listen, Don, bro, listen. It's a tough decision. It is tough. And if that's what you want to do, hey, do it. But just make sure you get value for it. That's the big thing here, especially if it's paid off. Don't let them lowball you, because that thing is, especially now, used prices are through the roof. So an Army Green 2020 TRD Pro 4Runner, they're probably going to sell, even though you used it, for more than it was new, or right around that area. Tam says, dang, a year ago? Like it was yesterday. I would definitely do a meetup anywhere. Absolutely. All right, Tam's in. Cool. Good, someone to fly with now. I would drive to wherever it is, hopefully, unless it was Texas. Then I'd fly. Jordan says, buy trucks. I'd love to. Sam says, Flathead Lake, Montana in July for meetup. That'd be fun, buddy. I'd love to go to Montana. Montana, all day long. Mark says, towing sleds, snowmobiles, tires make a difference. Rock and roll. Wright says, they have lots of off-road parks here in Texas to hang out at. Absolutely. Yeah, dude, Texas is where it's at. I want to move to Texas or Florida. Maybe Florida, just south. Million says, maybe at TMMTX. If I would love to get Toyota to agree to let me have a meetup at TMMTX. That would be fun, as long as someone can drive me to the hotel. Have a good time with it. Tomato says, I was only kidding about those Patriots. I'm pretty sure Washington, D.C. is a ghost town right now, but yeah, down with it. Just, I went to Washington, last time I was at Washington, I've drove through Washington a few times. For some reason, my GPS always takes me right up next to the Capitol when I drive to the NASCAR race in Richmond. It doesn't keep me on 95, I've learned that, but last time I was in Washington was like a month before 9/11. Beautiful, beautiful city. A lot of good stuff to see, but I'm good. I'm good for now. Kenneth says, you should see if you can get into the plant in San Antonio and do a video on the Tundra production line. Would be cool to see how they're built. So I think what I can do is I could definitely get in there. They're weird about filming in there, so I would have to come up with something. They'd probably have to review the video and let me see only certain things, but I would love to do that. Let's see. You got it, Kevin says. Joey says, do Moab, Utah. That's another great idea. Edward says, hi Edward, just put down a deposit on a Midnight Black 2021 Tundra TRD Pro. Can't wait to pick it up. Thanks for your advice. Dude, you're going to be very happy with that truck. Very, very happy. And Edward, do me a favor. Send me some pics when you get this thing. I'm happy for you. Let's see, you just put a deposit down. Did they say when they're going to, or when they, obviously your build date's not here yet. It's a little behind. Did they give you a rough idea, though? Always happy to give advice. Always happy to help people get into their dream truck or your dream parts, whatever you want to do. Here to help. Kevin says, be a good video. I had an 07 limited TRD Tundra, a 17 Ram 2500, 18 F-150 Lariat, 19 Super Duty Power Stroke, and headed back for a TRD Pro. I'll email you. Thanks. You need to email me with all that. We're going to hear why. Edward says, should be in next week. Oh my God, that's awesome, bro. It's awesome. Michael, what's going on? Is there an aftermarket alternative to the shark fin antenna to get the truck in the garage without reframing the door opening? Sounds like it is not possible. I don't think it's possible. Come to find out, the wiring, I saw like the schematic of the wiring with the shark fin antenna is tied into a lot of different things in the truck. So I'm thinking that's a no-go, unfortunately. Sorry, bud. Tomato says, oorah, Semper Fi, Marines, baby. Tiger says, thank you for the response. I live in Long Island. Let's go Islanders. And I couldn't even get a test drive. That's why they were willing to drop $1,000 off MSRP. They told me to go get it by April 5th. Keep me updated. That's awesome. Where are you on Long Island? Love to know. I've spent a lot of time at Nassau Coliseum, and I look forward to the new arena they're building over there in Belmont. It's going to be fun. Tomato says, SR5. No, too basic. My dad has an SR5, but I went for the 1794 4x4 in red. Love the 1794, my favorite. Montana on my list. Okay, we love Montana. Who doesn't love Montana? Big sky, right? Isn't that what they call it? Mark H says, TRD off-road package compared to a limited or platinum isn't worth the money. Though my stereo isn't great, it kind of sucks. A lot of people say that. Chris says, Wyoming and Montana are on my list. I got to do it. I got to go. Paul says, hi, Paul. Hi, Mark. I bought a 2021 TRD Pro Lunar Rock. Love the truck, but I've been having issues with the roof drip molding coming off when going through a car wash. Have you ever had that issue on your Pro? No. I'm one to do the hand car washes. I don't usually take it through a car wash, but wow. You should definitely bring that thing back in, especially if you just bought it. See if they could fix that for you in some way, shape, or form, because that shouldn't be happening. That sucks. That's a lot of money to spend to have that problem. LV says, I only suggested Washington, D.C. because I live in Northern Virginia, but North Carolina would be great. Yeah, I was just messing with you about D.C. Like I said, D.C. is a beautiful town, but I had to do the little dig, you know, a little fun here. AMAC says, hello, TD. Just signing on from Phoenix, Arizona. AMAC, how you doing, bud? Hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday. Hope you're all enjoying your Saturday. If you're enjoying this live stream, which I thank all of you for being here for, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know every time I put up a video and or live stream. Tomorrow, there's no secret. Guys, we're doing the dealership walk. Duh. I haven't been over there in a while, so I don't even know how many Tundras they have on the lot. We shall see. I'm guessing they will be slightly snow covered, but we'll have fun with it. So make sure you check out tomorrow's video. And if you want to get caught up, go to the playlist section. 2022 Tundra rumors, dealership walks, part installs, part reviews. There's a ton on there. I've had press vehicles. We have playlists on there of that. So welcome aboard if you're new. Happy to have you. Tomato says, exactly, Mark. I went for 1794 4x4 because top of the line. Absolutely. JS, what's going on? I wish that Toyota was making a 3/4 ton Tundra. A lot of people say that. That's another one of those popular things. Mark H says, love to meet you guys, but the border is closed. Yeah, this would have to all be after all this stuff is over. Matt says, I just looked at the site for my... Actually, I'll go to Canada. I've always wanted to go to the Hockey Hall of Fame. Sorry. Matt says, I just looked at the site for my closest dealer. They have an Army Green SR5 Crew Max listed at $60,095 with a market adjustment of $11,400. It has a 6-inch lift, but still, yikes. That is insanely expensive. Tomato says, I live in Brentwood, Long Island. Okay, cool. From Brooklyn. Rock and roll. Yeah, Islanders, thank you for John Tavares. Enjoy John Tavares. Waste money. See ya. He left. We almost went to the Cup Finals. Just saying. Just saying. Roland, what's going on? Rancho Cucamonga, California. Mark, just relaxing and enjoying the live stream. I hope you got a nice adult beverage with you and you're hanging out. And thank you for being here as always. Danger says, Frank Zappa song, moving to Montana soon. Going to be a dental floss tycoon. Well done, Frank Zappa. We miss you. Tomato, exactly. Bring it in. Toyota will fix that. Rock and roll. Wright says, Mark, where's your beer? I work tonight. I work tonight. I worked last night. I work tonight. This is not my weekend off, so I feel you, though. See, the problem is I can't just have one. One turns into a good time, and can't afford that. You know, I got to work. Only on days off. Road says, decent JBL system on the 1794, just decent. I will be modifying since I'm a music fanatic. It will be booming, baby. Yeah, go ahead, man. And let us know what you do, because a lot of people ask that question. Tomato says, nice R, yes. Christopher says, Roland, I'm in Rancho Cucamonga, California also. Oh my God, Rancho Cucamonga's winning today. Sunny D, what's going on? Just got a build date of April 9th. For the TRD Pro that you ordered on November 18th. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. Everybody's way behind on that kind of stuff. So at that note, LV says, dang, Mark, we appreciate you hanging out with us before work. Hey, man, that's what I do. Got to make time for you guys. Like I said, I do want this to be my full-time gig. 1 point, this May, we're celebrating 5 years. So I've been doing this a long time. Feels like just yesterday, but this is my favorite thing to do on the channel. I mean, I like all the stuff I do, but sitting here with you guys just BSing is fun. This is the good stuff, just hanging out and talking. When I come onto these live streams, I don't usually have something I have planned to talk about. I let you guys narrate what we're going to talk about and go from there. I let you ask your questions. I literally try to respond to every single question or comment that gets listed. And even with almost 100 of you on, I'm pretty good at it. So thank you guys for being here. Let me get caught up here. Tomato says, yes, let us know what you do for speaker upgrade. Yes, a lot of people would know that. Peace, love from Canada, says Mark H. Take care, be safe. Michael says, enjoy that turkey sub, bro. Thank you very much. I will. I loaded it up with all the stuff that's bad for you because, well, I have no willpower. But, excuse me, I appreciate that. Montana is not for wimps. Hold on, I saw this real quick. We were negative 30 Fahrenheit temperatures last week. Yeah, that's rough, but whatever, man. I'm down. Bob is the thumbs up. Dwayne says, been self-employed since 2017. It is the best. Hope you can do full-time sometime. I'm not that far away. I'm not that far away, but I live a lavish lifestyle. So, got to pay for that stuff. Chris says, great job, Mark. Don't work too hard. I'll do my best. Don says, Mark, my build date on my 2021 Lunar Rock is March 29th. Nice. I can always back out if numbers don't work out. Thank you. Keep me updated, everyone who's buying a truck right now. That's awesome. Guys, like I said, make sure you tune in tomorrow. We're doing a dealership walk. You guys love those videos, and as long as you guys love them, I'm going to keep doing them. Also, because you're on here, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of something. I do plan to go to a lot more dealerships than just the one up the street here. The reason I haven't been going to other dealerships, there's just no inventory to go walk. This dealership up here has the most in this area. So as soon as the Tundras start to fill in on the lots a little bit, we will be going around my area and filming a bunch of different dealerships. But right now, if this one has the most, there's no reason to go drive 40 minutes to see one SR5 off-road when I could go look a 30-second drive up the road and I could go look at 4 of them, you know? They're all the same in the end, but I do want to go to other dealerships. I have gone to other dealerships, but we will be doing that once this gets all fixed up and we could get back on plan when there's like 10 on the lot. That would be a lot of fun for me. But also, like I said, just in closing, real quick thing, if you guys walk dealerships and you film it with your phone or something, film it sideways, by the way. People who send it to me, don't film it like this, film it like this, and send it to me and I will tack it on to the back of my dealership walks on Sunday. They are my most popular videos. You guys love them the most, and I love doing it. So I would like to show your dealership to the masses, wherever you are in the country. Even if you're in Canada, send it in. We would love to see what your dealership has. Even if it is just 1 or 2 Tundras. Why not? Who cares? Anthony, I believe his name was, sent me 1 or 2 from a place in Texas. And they had all the TSS off-roads, which isn't even offered up here in the Northeast. So it was really cool to see those trucks and the pricing and all that. So please, feel free to do it. And to save you guys money, sparksparts.com for all your Toyota and TRD parts. Doesn't have to be Tundra. Promo code TundraDude34 saves you 5% site-wide. Enjoy that promo code. It is there forever. My other promo code ends at the end of March at Toyota Outfitters. They are the folks that have all of the official Toyota, TRD, and Toyota Racing apparel and stuff like apparel. I mean, they have mugs, they have, you know, little helmets, they got the drink boxes, water bottles, all that stuff. They have all the Toyota officially licensed product stuff there. Toyota Outfitters is the website. Promo code, one word, all caps, TundraDude. Saves you 25% site-wide. They have things like this. You guys love this. The Tundra hat. All that stuff. I did a video less than a week ago, go check it out, when I was unboxing an order that I made from the Outfitters to show you some of the stuff that they offer. So go check them out. Like I said, promo code, one word, all caps, TundraDude, saves you 25% site-wide. Get those savings, ends at the end of March. I want to help you guys out with that. Last but not least, if you want to wear TundraDude34 stuff, go down to my Teespring, which is under this video right now, and it has a list of all the stuff that I have available right now. I Force, I Win t-shirt, very popular. It is about the V8, paying homage to the great 5.7-liter V8 engine. And the other shirt that's popular is 2022 Tundra, make half tons great again, because that is what it will do. But saw a couple comments coming in. I will read those and we will call it a day. Oh, I'm lost. Now I'm really lost. Okay, there we go. My little brother up there in North Dakota for flight school. There you go. McFasto, how you doing? Even though we're getting off, it's good to see you, buddy. I need an inverter on my new Tundra. Yes, you do, Tomeo. McFasto says, any good rubber bed mats that anyone can recommend? The Tundra has a great one. The Toyota offers one. Go to Sparks Parts. My dad had it in his. It really did a great job. It lays in the bed and says Tundra on it, so that's cool, right? It's not even that expensive. Mark says, hi, Mark and team from Bend, Oregon. I'm sorry we're leaving, Mark. I'm sorry, buddy. But you could always go back and watch and get caught up. Brian, how you doing? All right, guys, so that's it for me today. Have a great one. Thank you for being here. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, notification bell, so you know every time I put up a video and or live stream. As always, it is a pleasure to bring you Tundra news and just talk to you about everything. It's good times. Have a great Saturday night. Be safe. Enjoy yourself. Watch something good. Do something fun tonight, all right? In the name of the channel, I got to go to work. You guys do something fun, all right? And send me a picture. All right, talk to you guys.